a new series, which is based off a series that was done like a year ago or 2 years ago. What if the Napoleonic Wars restarted and we will have three? Well, three coalitions, may not even close to what they look like in our time, but we will. So let's see how it goes. And while Napoleon rises from the dead, yeah, that's how it'll start. And so he learns how to control and command a modern military effectively in 5 days. Yeah. And while someone decides it's a good idea to invade Belgium, yeah, you didn't think that through. But also, NATO has been disbanded in this scenario. Why? Because it wouldn't make much sense to have them exist in this scenario. As they have islands to invade, they have the Netherlands to invade, they have Germany to invade, they got the British Isles to invade, and Luxembourg, or just Benelux. I don't know what that's supposed to be, because it's not a nation, it's just, I think it's water, honestly. I don't think it's supposed to even be colored in. Because it's not. All I know is that it's in the middle of the Netherlands. And it's part of the Netherlands. Well, with the first offensive happening, which is his offensive into Italy, quickly taking other major cities, such as Geneva and Turin. I think Turin is the city over here. It might not be, as they move into Sardinia. With a quick offensive happening, with an offensive towards Venice and an offensive towards Rome. During this time, Britain and Germany are advancing towards Paris, which isn't good, but they're slowly advancing, not as fast as they wish. With the offensive in Italy, it's showing grounds as they start to approach Rome and Venice, with them encircling Venice. Then managing to take Rome, to which the Italians peace out, basically. They just leave, awaiting the peace treaty. And well, the forces start moving up against the Benelux front and pushes back towards Benelux. And, well, Germany still occupies some land, but doesn't really compare to what they have occupied, with them moving up. With a failed attempt to land in Britain happening during this offensive's time. With a defensive having been set up by the Germans at the Rhine. So the French decide to approach it, which is where they get stuck in a stalemate once they approach the Rhine River. And well, then they manage to break through. And they take over the Netherlands, and once they break through, they quickly move towards Munich. But before anything can happen, Germany decides to give peace. Why? This is their best way out. And while Britain is not at war with them anymore, because they have no one wants to fight with them. So let's see how the peace treaty goes. It'll be interesting, I guess. The peace treaty will go some way. Let's see how it goes. Annexed parts of Italy, all of Benelux and the Rhineland from Germany. They have expanded pretty well, but they're still power hungry, which leads them to deciding to invade, well, Spain, after they asked Spain to be an ally, but Spain is like, no, you don't want to. And so they go to war with Andorra and Spain. And well, this leads to a new coalition being formed, the second coalition, which leads to Austria, Italy, and well, of course, an important nation, which is Britain, which persuades Portugal to join it, which Portugal decides to do. And well, someone decides to bring Switzerland into the war. With forces on both sides of its front line, they manage to hold the forces back in Italy's area as they dive into Iberia. Which, yeah, this is way different than how the timeline would be realistically. Because in reality, the timeline went, that was the last thing that happened, just about. With France managing to make a bit of an advance. But then with Italy and Austria managing to advance back. And France also knows this is better to invade early than later. So people don't become as moralized to fight against you. Well, they calmly invade without doing anything war crime-ish. They don't do any of that. With British forces along with Spanish forces along with Portugal's forces pushing France back. But France decides to encircle Madrid, the capital of Spain, and move in to capture Lisbon. As they move in here and in the south, as both countries are forced to actually surrender, which leads to the change of focus to be on the other front as they quickly advance through the Alps into northern Italy, taking Venice, moving in, quickly taking major cities in Austria, then taking, well, Vienna, and then leading to Austria's surrender. With Italy realizing this one is over, they decided to sign a peace treaty. With Everett deciding to meet in, well, they decided to have a ceasefire agreement, so let's see how it goes. Austria, Alpine Federation, Venice, they create Spain, Portugal, and Galicia and the puppets. But a new coalition is looming, which includes Germany. It includes, well, who else? Sweden and Algeria. Yes. Not being a big shock. But this coalition will also involve Ireland siding with Napoleon's France. And everybody thinks it's funny, but the French already had forces there, which allows them to take it. And they move in, crossing the Rhine. With them offering Denmark, Schleswig-Holstein, and parts of southern Sweden if they join the war. So Denmark joins the war, siding with them. With Greenland, like, yeah, we'll just declare independence instead. Well, they move and meet up with French forces as France starts coming out of the puppet and quickly manages to take Munich. And well, the Danish forces help the French in. And they also invade southern Sweden with the help of France's armed forces, which allows them to quickly move through occupied territories and take Berlin, leading to the surrender. So French forces move in to help with the Danish reach. Well, they try to help them reach Stockholm. But, like, yeah, that's not working. And, well, I mean, usually stuff like this won't work out in the end. But now they're ready for a not peace treaty yet. Algeria still needs to be. The invasion of Algeria begins with a landing over here and the march towards Algiers, which manages to successfully take the city, and then they move towards Tunisia, and well, Algeria decides to surrender and waits for the peace treaty. So let's see how the peace treaties go. The peace treaty with the third coalition of this video goes. We'll have another 3 in the next video. And well, just wait for the peace treaty. Ireland gets to annex Northern Ireland. France extends into Algeria with this tiny piece, creates a puppet of South Germany, North Germany, annexes a bit of land, borderlands. Well, as you can see, not much has happened. And well, that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Stay in tune for the next video where we'll see 3 more coalitions. Bye. Bye, guys. And please subscribe so we can get to 3,500 subscribers by March 1st. Bye, guys.